Hello, and welcome once again to another Heart to Heart talk with me. I'm John Kuert, the interim pastor at Alpha Assembly in Clarion, Pennsylvania, and bringing to you another week now. This is the second full week of August 2024, and time is marching on. These are tough days to live for the Lord, and to really catch the vision of what we want to do. And so I want to turn your attention to the book of Nehemiah. And as we come to the third chapter of Nehemiah, you're going to find that there's a lot of names in there. Now let me set the context of why we find these names. See, in the first two chapters, we observe that Nehemiah left the Persian palace of King Artaxerxes, where he was a trusted cupbearer. Now, a cupbearer, in case you don't know, was the person that tested the food and drink before the king ate it so that he wasn't going to be poisoned by somebody. So Nehemiah was the cupbearer. He had gotten into that position, and it was really a great position. And with the king's blessing now, though, he returns to his nation's capital, Jerusalem, to repair and rebuild its walls. Now, when Nehemiah arrived in Jerusalem, after a thorough evaluation, he successfully inspired a vision to complete the walls, a vision for the people to work. It's one thing to have a vision, and it's another thing to get it really going. But he was able to do so because he established a link between what God was doing through him and what God was up to in history. He demonstrated that God had been working behind the scenes for their benefit. And this proof of God's thumbprint awakened the dormant faith of the people of Israel. Now they are ready to be a part of something that God has his hand on. And so as we come to Nehemiah chapter 3, we observe that the building has begun, and we have a list of the names of those who have worked on the wall, and they were Jerusalem's dream team. They came together and pulled it off. And Nehemiah makes sure that they get the credit because they were heroic people with a holy ambition. And they were all winners and were part of a winning team because they shared a vision and a willingness to work. You know, we have just finished up the Olympics, 2024 Olympics, the 33 Olympic. And it was amazing to see all of those young people coming together and fulfilling that vision. Well, you know, the people of God had this great vision. And I believe that's what it takes for us in the church. It takes teamwork. It takes a vision that we are seeing something bigger than ourselves, and we're going to work at that. You think about those Olympics, how these young people, these kids work and work and work for years, get up extra early to work out or swim or do whatever, and work at it and work at it. And some of them win the gold, but they all are a part of this great spectacle that pulls off this great Olympic thing full of sports and competition and all of that. But you know what? We have a greater cause. We are the church of Jesus Christ, and we have to catch the vision in these days to fulfill our purposes and carry out what God wants to do. And God has to put that in our hearts, the hearts of the leadership and of the people. And together we have to work in unity. I like the acronym for TEAM, TEAM. Together, everyone accomplishes more. And I believe that's true. And that's the vision that we have to work at together. And when we do, we will see great things happen. Children of Israel, they saw the wall completed. There was difficult times. There were some real challenges. At some points, it looked like maybe they were going to be driven away by enemies, but the vision kept working in them. And Nehemiah's vision to rebuild that reality of Jerusalem and the walls going up. And that same kind of united effort is what will keep bringing us closer to the fulfillment of our vision for Clarion, or for whatever town you might be from, whatever church you might be from. And I pray that all of us will do that in these last days. Well, God bless you. Thanks for stopping by once again for another heart-to-heart talk, and I pray that that this will be inspirational to you, and a blessing, and help you to set your eyes on something bigger than ourselves, and that's a vision to build up His kingdom. Have a great day, and Lord willing, we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.